Now that we've looked at map awareness, let's take a look at a hybrid of map awareness and map control. These are two different things. Awareness is when you know your surroundings. Having full control of those surroundings, that is map control. To help with map control, consider the Guardian and the Sentry. The Guardian suppresses enemies in its beam, while the Sentry mows down anyone in the way of its laser targeting. The Sentry has received a massive buff from games past. For one, you don't need a plane to come drop it, and two, it is much more reactive and kills much faster. And you can also remotely control it. If you are having trouble with map control or map awareness, consider using both along with the UAV. They are pretty cheap, and if you can get the Guardian, you're only about a kill or two away from the Sentry. You should put them in highly populated areas, but in an area where you can protect them as well. They can't be knifed, but an EMP grenade kills them instantly. Now, let's go to the clip. This time we're on Meltdown. So some context, we just capped B, but there's been a lot of activity in the building on their side of the map, so I want to flush them out. I choose to set up my Sentry on our side to defend B from any attackers who might be coming up from the ramp. So right now we're in a position of power, because we have B, they want it, so we have a lot of map presence at B. This allows me to infiltrate their side of the map without worrying about B. And freeze it. Firstly, my sentry gun was just destroyed. How? I am not so sure, but I know there's at least one enemy on the other side of the map. Secondly, one of my teammates ahead of me just tried to attack the enemy in the building and just died. Usually when your teammate's arrow on the minimap is standing still and they're near an enemy, they've died. I see two dots in front of the building, but I know they're on the top floor. How? Look at my teammate's nameplate. It's on the second floor. This means I can walk in the main door without those two above me attacking me right away. I should have aimed down sights when I was walking in this building as a third person shows up, but he's even more unprepared because he thinks he's in his spawn safe zone, as is this fourth guy. Now, I don't want to progress towards their flag because someone might be waiting for me after all that shooting. You never want to stay in the same spot for long as a rusher. I go outside to my right and shoot this guy throwing a nade. A UAV pops up and I notice one person in the building and three that just spawned in the corner, so I'm going to the corner. I get one, but that's all I'm able to get because I have a bad line of sight and I've been hit. I walk inside and freeze it. Right here I see a dot at the entrance of the door. Given how quickly people move, I wait in the corner until I think he's going to be right in front of me and then jump him. I run upstairs to check if anyone is around and grab the assist on this guy. Freeze it. It is now my job to escape this building. One dot behind me is the guy who just died. The dot in front is someone in the building who is on the bottom floor, and I know he's on the bottom floor because it's impossible to reach that spot on the top floor. I also assume he knows someone is up here, which is me, because I've probably killed him and he knows someone is around. I head towards the stairs and the UAV shows that he's still in the corner, which means I have the better positioning. However, there's a second dot right outside the building. It just so happens that they line up right behind each other and I snag the double kill. The other guy was not prepared at all. This is a result of my constant movement. As long as you are constantly shifting positions, you will always keep your opponent guessing. The entire game thus far, the enemy team has wanted this upper part of the building, and has been using it a lot, so I block off the main entrance with my Guardian. Now, I will know whenever someone is trying to get upstairs. This is having map control in one of the better forms. A UAV ticks, and I see no one is at C, so I go to cap it. I get pretty far into the cap, but I abandon it because the enemy could come through this area and I did not have the confidence that I could win that gunfight, so I backed off. I notice there's someone by the building, but I don't want to be seen by anyone coming from that area that I just mentioned, so I go upstairs into the building where I can have a clear view. Sadly, the enemy dies right as I get there. I check B real quick and then look back at this alley. There's one dot that has ran past this alley, so barring people with Ghost, it's safe to drop down. So the one dot is past the alley, he's not coming back. One is in the far corner of the map, he just respawned. along with one guy directly behind C. So what's the game plan? Well, I need to get a little closer and get another tick of UAV to see how I can approach. Unfortunately, that was the last tick, so I aim at the road and hope for the best. As soon as I kill this guy, I immediately run inside because I don't know if there's someone coming up from behind me and I just want to get to cover. And what perfect timing. Another UAV comes in and shows on my minimap that someone is in the building again. Even if I didn't have the UAV, my Guardian would have registered hit markers telling me that someone was trying to get in that room. He's a free kill. I walk outside and then I freeze it. This is where I make my mistake. I gamble on this dot trying to sneak in from over the ledge and gamble wrong. I check the other road, but there's no one there. And then I hear this. Fortunately, he misses and his pistol shooting is way off.
Let's see that in an instant replay.
I run for cover again because I haven't looked at my minimap during that fight. I let the UAV tick and notice a person
in a van down by the river.
Okay, well, he's next to the van. I peek out and he doesn't see me, so it's safe to engage. A quick ammo count means I should probably save ammo until I really need it or until I can find a new gun. I knife him, grab his gun, and immediately look towards C for the respawns. And I grab 2 more kills. I try to get behind the van for cover, but I'm finally taken out from behind. I don't think all the map awareness in the world could have saved me from this one. So, that's this week's map awareness. Try the UAV Guardian Sentry or the UAV Guardian VSAT score streak setup, especially if you're rushing. It gives you great map control and basically does all the awareness stuff for you. There really aren't that many things better than having full vision of your enemy, including what direction they're standing at all times.
Securing C. Attack reload. Guard ready to deploy. Friendly UAV inbound. Securing C. Hostile hunter-killer drone inbound. Savoy! Losing B. Sentry gun ready for deployment. He's done! Friendly UAV inbound. Securing Charlie. UAV on standby. Securing Charlie. Guard ready to deploy. Threat neutralized.
Meltdown!
Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you next time.